Hello guys, welcome back to this video. So in this video we'll learn how to contribute to open source projects. So before watching this video, I hope that you know the basics of GitHub about branch, pull requests and stuff. If you don't know, watch my previous videos on it. I have given the link in the description. So if you know about that, then well and good. We'll continue with this. So what we'll do is we'll first create a folder in our desktop. We'll name it as open source. I will open this in my VS Code. So what I will do is we will search for a open source project first. So this is my dummy account, GitHub dummy account. Now what I'll do is I'll go to my main account, Hussein. Type just type Hussein int, and you can see that there's a link there, a repository link. So we'll click on this Hussein int. So let's go to my repository, original repository. You could follow along. So the first step is we'll search for open source project. So in the repositories section, you could see that there's a repository called dummy odd event. If you have watched my previous videos, you will know what this dummy odd event repository is. If you haven't, I'll just tell you now. So we'll click on this. Now we'll see what that code is. So it says this repository contains dummy code to check if a number is odd or even. So before contributing to any repository, just read the description, read the conditions first. It will be mentioned here, and then you can proceed. So what we'll do is we'll check the code now. We'll click on this code.java, and we can see that the code here is to check if a number is odd or even. So this is a very dummy code which I made. Uh, it it checks for each and every number. If it is odd or even, then prints. Code I intentionally gave like this because you could practice by contributing to this repository. So what we'll do is we'll just add some more code and we'll update to this. So now remember that this is some other's repository, right? In our previous video, we just pushed to our own repository. So you can see that in this repository, my name is Salu and this is some other repository. So what we'll do is the first step of contributing to open source is we'll have to fork it. So we'll click on this fork button here, and when we click that, all that code in the dummy or even repository will be copied to our repository. So you could see that my repository name is Saluent here, and that code has been copied here. So you get that, right? We cannot directly contribute to their repository. We'll have to copy it. We'll have to copy it in our repository, and we'll have to make changes here first. So what we'll do is after we have forked that, we will click on this code and we'll copy this link. So once we have copied that, the usual procedure, we'll go to our terminal, we'll type git clone, and we'll paste that link. So that code will be shown in your desktop. So a folder has been created, the file is there. Now we can make our changes in this code. Now let's add some conditions first. So I've just copied and pasted and made some changes. I will delete this and will add 9, and below this code I'll just type contributors name. So my name is Hussein. So when you are contributing to this project, just type your name below this. Just give enter and type to your name like that. So what we'll do is we'll save this. Now we have made some changes here. We have saved this. Now we will push this code to our repository. So we have a code in our repository, right? We'll push this code there. So same procedure. We'll type get status and we'll check the status first. Okay. So first we'll have to go inside this project, right? So first we'll type cd dummy odd even. Now we'll type git status to check the status. So you can see that this code has been modified. We can add some files, all folders here, but we haven't in this case. Just telling you that you can. Now we'll give git add dot, then git commit. We'll give the message as added condition till number 9. So make sure that when you are contributing to this repository, you give the same message. Just change the number till the number that you have added. Then we'll give get push. So this code here will be pushed to the repository in our profile. So now we will refresh this page and we will see that the added condition till number 9. So I just modified the message before pushing it, and you can see that our code has been modified. The contributor name is Hussein, and remember that this code is in our profile. So now to contribute this code to the original dummy or event repository, we'll have to give pull request, which we learned in the previous video. So pull request is nothing but just sending a request to accept the code. So what we'll do is we'll go to pull request, we'll click on new pull request, and we can select the branch. We can see that this code will be going to this Hussein int code. So first we'll create pull request. We'll create a pull request. We'll give some message added till number 9, no errors, some message, another message. We'll just give a create pull request. Now the pull request has been successful. We can see that there is one pull request here. We have given a pull request to the master branch Hussein. So this is the master branch of Hussein. We can see that there's a pull request here. Now remember that I am still in my Salu profile. This is another repository. Hussein int is another. So remember that I am still in my Salu int repository. This Hussein int is another account. So from Salu int account, Salu int is someone is sending a request to Hussein int. Now Hussein int repository will contain this request. Now Hussein int will check this, and if he wants, he will add the code. Now what I will show you how Hussein int will check the code and how he will add it to his repository. Now I'll just switch. We'll just sign out and we'll switch to Hussein int repository. I will just sign in. So I have just signed in to my Hussein int repository. I will search for this dummy code repository. So we'll go to this dummy code event. Now you can see that this is my main profile, guys. Now I will see that there's one request in my pull request section, and I can see that someone has given me a request here. We have seen that added condition till number 9. We'll just click on this. We can see that Salu int wants to merge his code to Hussein int code. So we can see Salu int's message here, added till number. Oh, I gave a wrong message actually. So added till number 9. So we can see the changes, code changes as well. We can see the commit changes. In files change section, Hussein int, that is me, I will check what Salu int has done. So I will just see the changes he had made. So these are the changes that he have made. He has added this much. He has deleted some comments, and he has added these lines. So Hussein int, that is me, I am the admin, right? So the admin will see these changes. If he is satisfied, he will merge that code to his code. So what he will do is, I will go to this pull request section. I will see that there's an option called merge pull request. Now when I click that and when I confirm, Salu int's code will be merged to my code. Now you can see that. So you could see that there is the message is added condition till number 9. Previously it was 5, now it is number 9. So that was open source contribution, guys. Now Salu int has contributed to Hussein int. So that is an open source contribution. So likewise we have open source repositories like, let's say, Python. So there are so many repositories. You can click on any of this, you can fork it, you can make changes, you can solve the issues. There's a issues section here. You can solve these errors and you could merge this. You will get credits. It will be shown in your profile. So that was all about open source community, guys. Hope you like this video. If this video gave some value to you, consider subscribing to my channel. So stay tuned, stay happy. See you in the next video.